Sony is getting serious about regaining market share in the video game market. The electronics giant slashing the cost of its PS3 video game system by a Benjamin, knocking $100 off the price. It is also launching a slimmed-down version of the machine. Joining us now to talk about this is Jack Tretton. He is CEO of Sony Computer Entertainment America. He is in Las Vegas, and he joins us now. Jack, welcome to Fox Business.
Pleasure to be here, Brian.
All right, be glad you don't have to talk about exploding hydroelectric power plants in Russia. Let's talk about the video game market.
No question about it.
Yeah,
I always say our target consumer is anybody with electricity. You're getting me worried.
Well, yeah, especially if you're in Siberia or maybe eastern Russia. Jack, why cut the price by $100? How much market share do you think you can gain?
Well, we've sold 24 million units so far. We've achieved production efficiencies that enable us to allow us to cost down the unit, pass those savings on to consumers. It's great news for them. It's consistent with what we've done with the PlayStation and the PlayStation 2. This system debuted at $599 in October of 2006, and here we are, less than 3 years later at $299. It's great news.
It may be good news for consumers, but is it good news for Sony? I mean, you may gain share, but will you lose profit?
People tend to refer to this as the razor and razor blades business. Our profitability comes from getting the machine in as many hands as possible, selling them software and peripherals. So anything that's going to spur sales of hardware is ultimately going to lead to profitability. We expect to sell 13 million units worldwide this year, and we think that's going to lead us to the profitability that we're hoping for.
Yeah, you know, we look at the video game market. I mean, this is probably as cutthroat as they come, right? I mean, you know, you've got the Wii out there, you've got the Xbox, and you know, I know you don't like to talk about your competitors, but this could be, it sounds like, a pretty raging battle for gamers for the holiday season.
Well, a lot of choices for consumers. I mean, you forget the fact that we're still selling PlayStation 2 in great numbers. We've sold 140 million units, and consumers have a choice, starting with PlayStation 2 at $99 and now PlayStation 3 at $299. So we really feel like we've got something for everybody.
Or maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. I know there's a lot of people out there, like my producer of this fine program, owns all three, I believe. You know, has your data found that there are maybe millions of people out there, hardcore gamers, that will buy all three and you know, use them whenever they want to play a selected game?
Well, gaming has grown so much over the last 10 to 15 years, and we'd like to think that we played a large role in that growth. But I think the real interesting story in this generation is it goes so far beyond gaming, especially with the PlayStation 3. You've got people using the PlayStation 3 as the center of their living room. They're watching high-definition Blu-ray movies on it. They're surfing the Internet. They're downloading videos, music, and TV shows. So, yeah, there are hardcore gamers that own multiple devices, but there are people that are using the PlayStation 3 for so much more than just gaming nowadays.
And your PSP, the portable device, sounds like you guys are in some ways going after the Kindle or even Sony's own e-reader. You're going to be launching Marvel Comics, not the games, right, but the actual comic books in mobile form on the PSP?
That's correct, and I think another fact that's lost is the relationship between the PlayStation Portable and the PlayStation 3, and the fact that anywhere in the world you can access your content on your PlayStation 3. I'll be sitting in a meeting in Japan, and I'll be looking at pictures from my daughter's soccer game that my wife has downloaded to our PlayStation 3. It's amazing what the technology will do now, and when people think PlayStation, they think games, but the technology really rivals any multimedia device or any type of portable device on the market.
Okay, I got to ask you about this, Jack. I just read, actually, research in this segment yesterday, I think it was, on a tech blog that you filed a patent for a laugh detection machine that would record basically how excited people are playing certain games. Is that true?
Well, you know what? We're investing in technology all the time, and I think we're constantly in search of expanding the consumer experience. And the honest answer is, I'm not even aware of that, but that certainly doesn't mean it isn't true.
Be able to measure the laughter or the joy or maybe the sound of the joystick or gaming console hitting the TV when your character finally kicks the bucket.
Well, I'm a businessman. My favorite way to measure their happiness is with the ring through the register, and we're hoping for big things with this price move.
That sounds great. Hey, Jack Tretton, arigato gozaimasu. Thank you very much for coming on Fox Business. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Brian.
Take care.